day to my viewers. Today I want to dive into something special, which is going to be a bonus to all my viewers on this channel, Summit Digital Lectures. It's going to be something special, and I'll be diving into it today just to help those who are programming so that they find a better way of debugging their errors in their program. So I'll be introducing you to AI debugging. So that's the aspect I want us to dive into today. Kindly like, share, and subscribe to this Summit Digital Lectures. By subscription, it doesn't cost you anything. That's just the minimum way you can support this channel. So don't hesitate to subscribe. By subscribing, you help the channel to grow, and that enables YouTube algorithm to recommend our channel to other viewers, so that what we produce here will not be in vain. It's going to be useful to others. So that's the reason why we also urge you to share our videos to others. By sharing, it helps spread, and that makes it useful. Alright, so that's the minimum support we request that you support to this channel, we offer to this channel, Summit Digital Lectures. Okay, so like I said, I'll be diving into another aspect which I title it as a bonus to training on this channel. That is AI debugging. It features fastest fixes in errors. When you have errors in your code, you make use of the AI to debug. So very soon I'll be taking you to the slide where we are going to look at it. Alright, thank you. Lectures. Today we want to dive into something new, something special. We will be looking at how to debug your code in line with Python programming language. This is the bonus which I want to give to all my viewers, and it's not actually part of the Python programming language we have been carrying out in the recent while, but this is a bonus which is going to help improve your programming skills. So we'll be diving into how to debug your program. Sometimes you have errors in your programs and they give you a headache. You feel discouraged, you feel as if you should stop programming at that moment. But that is not the end of the journey. The end of the journey is when you get the result, when you run your program and it has no errors on it again. And one other challenging fact is that some of the errors, they are not syntactically detected. They are not syntax errors. They are errors based on semantic or based on logic. That is, they are logic errors that your program will not indicate, or the compiler will not indicate the errors, but at the end the programs will not be giving you the result you want. So I take my time today to add this as a bonus to my viewers so that they can get acquainted with the necessary knowledge they need to have in programming skills. Okay, so I'll be diving into AI debugging, features fastest fixes. That is what we are going to do today. Welcome to Summit Digital Lectures. Discover how AI is transforming the debugging process faster, smarter, and more powerful than ever before. Alright, imagine a world where debugging doesn't take hours of frustration, but seconds. A world where AI understands your code, finds the bug, and even suggests a fix before you have figured out what's broken. Sounds unreal. Is that right? Okay, so we'll be looking at it. Welcome to Summit Digital Lectures once again. Today we are exploring the artificial intelligence in transforming one of the most painful parts of software development, which is debugging. Alright, debugging, the nightmare, or the debugging nightmare. Why we need AI? Ask any developer. Debugging is where time goes to die. You spend hours staring at code, trying to figure out why something is working or it's not working. Maybe it's a typo, maybe it's a logic flaw, or either way. It's exhausting. As software gets more complex with larger code lines, interconnected systems, and faster release cycles, manual debugging becomes not only difficult but unsustainable. So that is where we need AI. AI offers a smarter, faster solution to this. Okay, Now, AI scoring superpowers in debugging. AI is already in the game and is playing to win. Today's AI tools can analyze logs in real time. They can also generate test cases for edge conditions. They can also highlight vulnerabilities in logic, security, or structure. They don't just scan, they understand patterns, history, and intent. This means faster root cause analysis, less trial and error, and way fewer headaches. Okay, so we'll be demonstrating now. The first demonstration will demonstrate how we can use AI to debug. We'll be on maybe you write a code that is going to generate even numbers. So we're going to dive into it. The functions return odd numbers instead of even numbers, and then the developer is confused by output. Now we can make use of the GitHub copilot, which we can make use of it to detect the errors for us. AI bridges intention and implementation. So let's head over to this part of the this is VS Code anyway, and this part of the VS Code is what we call the let me enlarge it so that I can see very well. This side you see I did with copilot agent mode. This is a place we make use of AI to debug our code. You can read what is here. We have an AI agent that will enable you to debug your program or your code. So you have a space here where you can type the error or the program, the whole code, and ask it to debug for you. Alright, so looking at the code we have here, and this is the program we have. Okay, we define a function get even numbers, and this function is going to return even numbers. This function is returning even numbers. Even numbers equals to empty array is open here, and then for I in a range of 1 to 11, if I is divided by 2 and the remainder is 1, this is what it means by this is modulo division. When you divide by 2 and the remainder is 1, it should output even number, then continue to add the even numbers as it continue to divide and get the remainder. So if in case you forget what it means by how you can get the even number, then you wrote that is by mistake. So you may be running this code and the code may be producing an output of odd numbers instead of even numbers, and then you get confused. So it's just for you to copy this code here like this, and make sure you have network connection. Come and paste it here, or just chat the agent here. What is wrong with this code? What is wrong with this code? Then you paste it there. When you paste it and press enter, it allows it to analyze the code. You understand? There's no network connection now, otherwise we'd have seen the result. But it will analyze the code and then quickly give you the problem from the detected from the program. I mean the code. It will quickly output the error that has been detected. I know that it's going to tell you that this is where the problem is. When you divide this or even numbers, when you divide them by 2, the remainder is 0. So it will now tell you that the first thing you should do is just change this to 0, and then you get your correct result. So that's how we can analyze using our copilot. If you are using VS Code, it is associated with it here. You can log in there and then with your GitHub, and then you can make use of it and get faster in debugging. Okay. In real time, the AI scans the function and notices the logical flaws. It suggests that you should change I modulus 2 equals to 1 to I modulus 2 equals to 0 to filter even numbers. So it's just for you to do that, and then you get the result. No more overthinking. The AI bridged the gap between what I meant and what I wrote. So simple. That is what will happen. Let's move on. The second demonstration will be real world bug, that is using logic error, login logic error. A function incorrectly authenticates wrong passwords. Developer unaware of logic flaw. AI detects misuse of O, suggests and then highlights AI's role in finding critical logic bugs. Okay, so in the second scenario that we are looking at here is this. Look at it here. Okay, let's analyze it together. Supposing this is what you have written as your code, and you forget to use and here. Look at it here. But let's start from the beginning. This is simulating the login function that checks username and password. So in case you want to use this, this is the code you have created, and then from your database you define the database user database here as Alice. This is the username Alice, password should be secure 123, then Bob. This is it, and this. So when you run this code, it's going to pick a value, whatever value you enter as your password, your username and password. It's going to pick from this data. It's going to compare with what is already stored here. By this function, it will do that, and what it means is that, okay, let's move it this way. What it means is that it will pick this username as found here. So if whatever username you enter is the same with what we have here, this one and this one, this three, then it will compare it with the password that is entered. If the password matches any of these together, any of the page. So if you are choosing Alice, then the password is this one. So, and if you are choosing Bob, the password should be this one. So the page must match. So that is the essence of password checking or logging on login systems. It has to check to see whether they match, the both of them match. It's not that one will match and then it will okay. But then look at the logic you have used here. We say user, you should check this username or the password if the password is correct. So this one, the logic or we accept the user irrespective of whether the password is correct and then the username is wrong. Or if the username is correct but the password is wrong, it will still accept because of this or. You can remember logic. It can produce a true result if either of the inputs are true. That is what it means. Okay, so erroneously you may write this and then think you have wrong. You have written the correct thing, but while using it, the user will enter just the correct password without the correct username, and then the person will be logged in successfully. If he logs in with the correct username and the wrong password, it still logs in successfully. So you'll be wondering where is the problem coming from. So when you copy this one and take it to Copilot, Copilot will also help you. GitHub Copilot will also help you to detect the error, just like in the first case we did. And I'm sure it's going to tell you that you have to replace this logic or with logic and that will be perfect. That will work perfectly. So that is another scenario that you can make use of AI to debug. Okay, so let's move on. Let's proceed. All right. The future is now. AI as the autonomous fixer. Today, AI helps. Tomorrow, it leads. We are entering in an era where AI won't just find bugs; it will fix them proactively, autonomously, at scale. So that is where we are heading to. Imagine shipping code and your AI flags an error before it even happens. It writes the test, applies the patch. All you do is approve it, and that is done. That's predictive debugging, and it is not a dream. It's already been prototyped. For example, if some of you that have been following me on this channel, sometimes we are writing a code. For example, let me just try to create another file, and then you see. If I try to create another file and then start to enter codes into that file, you see what happens. Let me try to create an HTML file. Let me just choose HTML file, HTML. Then let me HTML, because okay, let me start with HTML. Okay, let me start HTML proper HTML. Then the next thing is HTML has the title. Okay, let me close it there. It suggests that I should close the HTML tag there and then enter inside and see what is happening. It's going to suggest by itself. After the HTML tag, you have the head. You have the head tag. It has closed there itself. Just because we are using already, we created functions in Python programming language, so this thing is not, it's trying to, okay. Another thing is we are not online, so it will not suggest now. The system is not connected online. Once it's connected online, most of the things I'm doing is it does suggest itself. Like now, it should have been suggesting the title, title inside this thing, so that the title should be written. You understand? Then after that, when you come here, it should be suggesting the body of the HTML. Alright, so that's what they normally do. That's what they normally do. Those of you that have been following me on this channel have been using VS Code, and you see that most of the times some of the codes have been suggested by AI. So that is what the kind of thing that we are saying that has been prototyped and is already working. Okay, let's continue with what we have today. Beyond code, AI's impact on developers' role. AI teaches better practices. Developers shift from fixing to designing. New skills: prompting engineering, model evaluation. Alright, so on this slide, that is what we have. We are talking about beyond code, how AI is reshaping developers' roles. So AI is not just changing the code, it's changing you. Now AI teaches best practices. It learns your style. It learns your style. It flags repetitions. It helps you think like an architect, not just a coder. Worried about AI replacing your job? Don't worry. It's not here to replace developers. It is here to empower the ones who know how to use it. You understand? So it's not going to replace developers. There is no way AI will replace developers. To only empower you. It's a vital tool using in programming. You can use in programming. The best developers of the future won't just code. They will collaborate with AI. New skills are emerging, like prompt engineering, AI model evaluation, strategic debugging oversight. This is the next generation developer. Alright. Now, embracing the AI debugging revolution. So what do you do now? Start to use these tools like GitHub Copilot, which we have just shown there. You can also make use of Codium AI. Codium AI. Codium AI. Let me just add it here so that you look at it. Codium AI. You can also make use of Sync, and then Deep Code. You can also make use of Sync and Deep Code, or many more of them. There are many other AI tools you can make use of them. This can also post in your coding exercise. Test them, break things, learn. Because debugging is no longer about looking at the code carefully. It's about letting AI help you see the errors in the program or in the code. Okay. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching Summit Digital Lectures. If you learned something today, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, especially if you are new to our channel. Which AI debugging tool would you trust your code with? Let me know in the comment section. This is the future. Let's debug smarter, faster, and